What are the key points that are different between Amazon and TikTok Shop?
Yeah, so there are departments in TikTok that are like, yeah, if you're on Amazon, come on TikTok. It's exactly the same thing. It is absolutely not the same thing. So let's just start there. So yes, there is the sort of marketplace element, and we know that TikTok is modeling a lot of what's happening on Amazon to create that on TikTok. But as we've just discussed, content is king. So if you are used to creating content and maybe refreshing it every quarter, or maybe not even as much as that, once a year, some A+ pages, some infographics, very static images that they're done. It might take a while to develop. You put them up, you don't think about them again for a while. That mindset and that sort of the team that you need to create that will not be enough for TikTok, because as we've already discussed, you need at least 3 videos a day. So that's the first thing. Now, we've discussed, obviously, if you have in-house capabilities to create the videos, that's one thing. So that's constant ideation, right? You're thinking, okay, what works? And it's not just what works for you as a brand, but you have to think about what's actually going on TikTok at the moment, right? So because you want to feed into some of the trends, some of the sort of styles, so that, again, it all blends in. So there's that element as well. So you need somebody who is TikTok native, right, who understands what's going on. So then there's the creating the content, the ideation piece. And then, right, let's say, right, fine, you're not creating the content yourself, but you're then working with affiliates or UGC creators. Now that sounds lovely, right? TikTok will say, guys, we have an affiliate platform. It's really easy. You just sort of give away some samples and then somebody creates the content for you and it's easy peasy. You don't have to worry about it. That in itself is a lot of work, because you have to find the right creators. You have to sort of make sure that people are right for your brand. You have to manage those relationships. People can be flaky.
Yeah.
So it's like that in itself, managing affiliates could be a full-time job, right?
100%.
That's just on the content creation. And then you're thinking, okay, right, so some videos are doing really well organically. I want to boost this now.
Yep.
So now you want to spend some money on ads. You're spending money on ads, but you don't understand how ads work. So you might be losing money on ads.
Yep.
If you're an Amazon seller, this is for Amazon sellers specifically, right? You're probably used to PPC, where again, that's sort of keyword based, whereas TikTok is a lot more, the advertising is based on sort of profiling, right? And it's very linked to the type of content you've created. So again, in itself, sort of a whole new way of thinking about advertising. And it's probably more similar to, say, Facebook or maybe even Google or DSP if you're that far along on your Amazon journey. So that's another piece. And then obviously there's the e-commerce side, which listing optimization. So again, if you're used to doing that on Amazon, that should be pretty straightforward. But then you got to think about fulfillment.
Yeah.
So if you are an Amazon seller, you might already be using FBA. TikTok now have their own version of that, just to emphasize the point that TikTok are very much on Amazon's heels in terms of trying to be the e-commerce platform. So understanding, I guess, the different logistical implications of being on TikTok. And then the other thing is that at this point, TikTok are really pushing for both sellers and customers the incentives of, you can get discounts here that you can't get anywhere else. So you have to then manage promotions, discounts that kind of get people's attention. And then the sort of final piece in terms of the selling side is TikTok Live, which we haven't really touched on yet, which is in itself a phenomenon and can be thought of as a completely separate way of selling based on the sort of in-feed videos or the marketplace side. So what's that involved? I mean, that is basically anyone who's familiar with QVC or teleshopping. It's like that, but modernized and in a way much more powerful, because there again it's that integration between, it's literally just on my phone, right? I can buy this product now. I don't have to call anything. I don't have to, and so it's super quick in terms of that transaction. But also you have, from a business point of view, you have a really good opportunity to answer any questions that customers have. And so conversion is happening by the second. The brands that are doing this very successfully measure their sales in terms of units sold per second.
It's crazy.
Right?
That's crazy.
So it's a totally different way of selling, but it's incredibly powerful.